It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show. Sorry for the gaps. I was trying to do something.
You got it? You got it now?
Remember last week when I said to everybody, if you'd like any of your adverts played on the show, to manufacture one and send it on over and we'll put it on the show. Well, seeing as I've had a busy old week, I've just got down to downloading one. And when I've uploaded it, it's the wrong file for the platform that we use. So we've been swiftly sending things back and forth so young Mr. Adrian could convert it for me, because I couldn't suss out how, because I'm inept. So shall we play it now, Adrian?
Yes, go on. Good evening, everyone.
Boom. There you go. The AMDS, the Association of Metal Detecting in Sport, have sent over an advert. So there you go. Adrian, I've just actually sent you a message in a private chat responding to what you just sent me. So, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. Thank you for doing that, Adrian.
That's all right. Well, I didn't do the video. I converted it. Yeah. I could do videos if you want to pay me. I'm more than happy to do them.
Yes, you want to pay Adrian. Adrian can make your video.
I can make you clay pots, videos, shoes, stubbing protectors, everything.
That was me, not a stub.
Have you had a good week, Dave?
Somebody's just sad. They think the man in the hat's peeping over me.
He is. Oh, the man in the hat. Oh, dear. He doesn't drink anymore, so he should be all right. Evening, everyone. You had a good week, Dave?
Do you know what, Adrian? Saturday was very, very special. We went to the Congleton Medieval Festival.
Ah, yes.
Shane came along, Staffordshire Search. He joined me on the store all day. Arkeo Boy was with me. Shane's kids came along. Then Kim, his partner, came along. Great to see her. Phil Fodder turns up with his wife and kids and sister-in-law and kids. And
it's everywhere.
It was nice to see because obviously I know people in Congleton, see so many people I know. Reconnect with people who I haven't seen for a while, i.e. Andy from the Viking Axe. Meet new people like the stall next to me, the medieval surgeon, who you're getting very, very excited to speak to on the show.
Needs to go on an operation.
Bought new mead, and the mead man's coming on the show, which is nice. And obviously all these metal detecting events that we do, we get to see lots of people. And we usually have around, I don't know, say 750, 1,000 people a day come through whatever event we're at, don't we, generally? And lots of people don't have time to come and speak to us because they're only there for the day. Some people, and I'll be honest, some people still don't see the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine as a magazine of consequence, whereas they'd rather go to the Searcher or Treasure Hunter magazine, which I totally appreciate, totally understand. To be bombarded by 5,000 people was a little bit sort of like, oh. So I was constant all day. Everybody was interested in the display of medieval artifacts that we had. Thanks to Shane for obviously filling that up. Everybody wants to see metal detectors in action. Honestly, this park, you swung it and you were getting 20 hits in one swing that you'd want to dig up. Everybody was excited to take a copy of the Rodney Cook copy last year, which means that I don't very many copies with Gary Cook's face left on anymore, but don't tell him.
Oh, bless him. Be his bikini this year.
I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was very invigorating, but it was very, 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 very hot to the point that I had to drop the car off and go straight to the pub at 6:30.
Oh,
and I had to drink 2 pints of Madrid, I think it's called, straight away in one go. You had that one, Red Label, no. Madrid or Madridi or something. No. Very nice.
No, it's no, just 2 pints.
No, I ended up with 6.
Oh.
But I had
with
2
what?
straight away.
Oh, 6. Yes. Oh, yeah,
but I'd also there was lots of bars and eateries there as well, so I'd had 1 or 2 pints in the afternoon as well. So all in all, I don't know how I made work the next day.
No, it looked good. It sounds like
it was brilliant. I put a little video together. I was that busy, as was Shane, that we didn't get to do any videoing. I think I went live for a couple of minutes. So we didn't do any videoing. So, in fact, I'll throw it on now. I'd put a recompilation of images together. It's only a minute and a half. But gives you an idea. Really good day. If you get the opportunity to go to Medieval Festival, I know you were talking about going to one reasonably close to you. Do it. That was an appalling video.
It's not every Thursday evening you get to see a dinosaur's bottom and a man's close up of his codpiece. But yeah,
I didn't see there was a wizard there, and what's a wizard got to do with the medieval times? It wasn't a dinosaur; it was a dragon.
Was it?
Yeah,
like a dinosaur. Oh, well, there you go.
Fell off.
There you go.
Wings.
No,
really good day anyway.
No, that's good. I had a touch today. I had a meeting at work, really boring meeting, like you do, sitting there, and someone said something, and I said, "Oh, I do that," and they said, "Oh, how do you know about that?" Then I said, "Oh, my hobby's metal detecting." She went, "Sorry, what was that?" And I thought, "Here we go." I said, "Metal detecting." She went, "Oh, yeah. My accountant's well into it." I went, "Really?" And she went, yeah, he loves it, loves the hobby. I said, "Oh, tell him to watch the Big Detecting Show." And that made my week, that did. So, because normally you say to people and they just go, "Oh, you found anything? Oh, right. What'd you do? Where'd you go?" But it's so nice talking to someone who's actually interested in it. A bit like all of us on here, really. But yeah, but didn't go out detecting because the ground, even though we've had floods, well, not floods like some people have had, but we have had thunderstorms and heavy, heavy rain, but the ground's still really, really dry. Still dry. So
I don't know. I don't know if you know True Ann Randall.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen his Facebook over the last couple of days. His home was flooded out.
Oh, bless him.
It was under a good foot or so of water. So terrible that, because I know he's not long moved into that house, and he was devastated. He said the F word quite a lot.
Oh, flood.
Yes,
yeah,
flooded out.
Yeah. No, it's awful because when it does keep coming, it isn't going to soak away. But just needs. It's not too bad. Some of the fields have been raked near me, and some of them been in quarter light, so they're all flat with all the stubble burnt away, which is sad, but at the same time really exciting because it's lovely to detect on.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'll tell you what about that medieval festival, Adrian. I had 2 viewers from the show turn up, and they were like, "Oh yeah, what's your show?" I was like, "What?" Steve Dunn was one, and I can't remember the name of the other one. Fod told me who it was, but it was. Mark came and then he's lost reception again straight away by the looks of it. Just to tell you, tonight's guest, his internet's still down, so we're going via 4G.
So it might be a bit.
Bear with him. Yes.
Just a quick one. Brian, when you're on holiday, we had Brian Sir Thompson from Monarch Designs on. Monarch Designs. And do you know what he sent me? Look at this.
Hold on. Let's go for the big view. How'd you do that?
Nice little coin pot with the spare sponge, all professionally done. Look at that. Isn't that lovely?
That is lovely, that.
So I've got a lovely little. He sent me 2, but it's such good quality. So I'm the only one to have one of these in the world at the moment. But yeah, awesome. Go on his website, Monarch Designs. He's very, very busy. I think he's got like 20-day lead time at the moment. But it's like 10 quid, 12 quid, something like that. Yeah. Absolute bargain. So thank you, Brian. Really, really appreciate that, and look forward to seeing you again soon and at the events this year. And also tonight, if we've got 5 minutes spare, Dave, John Clayton's find when he was cleaning, we'll show that in the show.
So
quite interesting.
It is very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Right, let's bring that young, handsome chap from down south way.
Me?
Where's he live?
In a house.
Really?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
Where do you live?
Aylesbury. Buckinghamshire.
Should have known that.
Buckinghamshire, yes.
Yeah.
In the jungle. Fam, how are you?
I'm all right, bruv. How are you?
I'm not bad. I think you're a little bit more stressed than most people, however, at the moment, aren't you?
I'm all right. Lack of internet don't help things, but at least it seems to be working at this precise moment in time, just about.
Bit unlike Dave's, Mark. He's disappeared. Oh, no, he's back. Oh, he's here.
I clicked me wrong button.
I thought you were having a Trump. Yeah. How's it going, Mark? Because you've got a hell of a lot on your plate.
Yeah. No, it's going good, man. We're getting there with all the technical planning and everything. It's a bit late going this year because there's been a an awful lot going on with it, which will all become very apparent at some point in the not too distant future. But yeah, it's good. Can't complain, mate. Got a smile on my face still.
Yeah, you have. You always got a smile on your face. Does the ground is being dry raise any concerns or?
No, because it's absolutely pissed down in Suffolk.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I've got a site visit. I'll send you some videos. I've got a site visit lined up for Tuesday next week. So I'm going to have a drive around. I think the whole place has all been cropped and cultivated now. So it's all ready to go. Apparently, I was talking to the estate manager the other day. He said it was absolutely pissing it down. So the ground should be a little bit damp. A lot of it around there anyway is quite loamy topsoil with sort of like a London sort of clay stuff, sort of like 10 inches down. So hopefully any fines will be sitting there waiting for us.
Oh, very exciting. Not far for me. Not far for me. It's only about 40 minutes. So 45-minute drive.
Nice.
So
that's not fair. I've got millions of miles to drive.
Takes me about 2.5 hours.
How long?
Takes me about 2.5 hours from Aylesbury.
Oh.
God, it's taking me about 5.
Hoping I only have to drive up there once. I've ordered a big enough trailer this year to go on the back of the
car. What is there anything new this year that's going to be different, like the other years, apart from the land?
The land, no. There might be a couple of little surprises. We might have a couple of little extra bits of entertainment, but we've kind of this year what we've tried to do is we've tried to focus, because last year was although there was some good finds, there weren't enough of them in my opinion. So this year hopefully we've selected a far better site, and we're focusing far more on the detecting. I mean, we'll all have a good time as well, we always do. The atmosphere is always great, but trying to focus far more on the detecting side of things this year to make up for last year.
Yeah, and all the tickets are sold out, haven't they?
All the camping sold out really, really quick. I think we're down to about the last 30 tickets, because we got absolutely crap loads of guests coming. Everybody tends to bring their wives and kids and aunties and uncles and grandparents and everything these days.
Yeah. So is that day tickets?
No, we don't do day tickets. Everything's all weekend.
Oh, right.
All weekend tickets.
So you've got 30 weekend tickets, no camping.
About 30 weekend tickets left to go. Sorry, I'm just trying to throw that horrible cigarette away. About 30 weekend tickets still left to go, and then that's it. We're where we want to be, really. We could, but the more people, then just a bit more strain on the resources, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's true. You don't want to overpopulate it, do you? Especially when you've got Dave there. That's enough, I feel. Yeah.
Exactly.
What are you going to be up there from, like the Thursday, Mark, or Monday setting up? How long does it take you to set up?
Be up there from the Tuesday or the Wednesday setting up, and then I probably won't leave until the following Tuesday, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah. We had Scotty B on the other week, and he was explaining he was shattered, which no doubt you and Karen will be as well. But I don't know. Did you see him on the show?
Yeah, but the thing is, Mark knows when to switch off and stop.
Yeah,
Scotty B carries on partying.
Yeah. He was like that on the show. Bless him. But he has raised 6,000. Oh gosh, David,
400
and 83.
Well,
sorry.
He did really, really well with the money raised. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, and also not forgetting you're going to be raising money as well. So that's what it's all about.
We're raising money for Sports in Mind this year, which is a charity dealing with mental health issues. So it's a really good cause, not just children, adults, everybody. So, and one of the things that they want to do is they want to get people out detecting as well. So,
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
We'll raise a good whack for them again this year. We normally do quite well with the charity raffles, and I mean this year is probably one of the most epic charity raffles we've ever had. I think we've got about 60 odd machines.
Wow.
To give away this year.
Can I actually win one this year, please?
if you enter the raffle, Dave, you
I
got
do enter the raffle.
Or try buying the winning bloody tickets, then, fella.
I've tried, but I'm me.
Mark, there's no point. He'll end up getting a machine he won't know how to use.
maybe spend a little bit more than a £5, mate, and you might be in with a better chance.
I get a day's turn, I'll be like, what?
Can't rest me cake on that. Yeah. Mark, just so people know, and some people may never have been to Detectival before, do you want to just quickly run through what it's all about? Because it's it's the name of the rallies, and everyone who goes knows about it. But there's obviously going to be a few or dozens who it's their first time. Did you want to just run through what it involves, apart from metal detecting?
Apart from metal detecting. Yeah, it's basically the idea of Detectable was to bring the world of metal detecting together. So we basically have a bit of a knees up, a bit of a jolly up, go detecting, hopefully find loads of stuff. We normally have quite a few of the manufacturers and traders there, loads of other stall holders. It's a great chance to talk to experts from various brands, sort of buy coins from the coin dealers, sell stuff to the coin dealers, just talk to people that are knowledgeable that you might really want to have a chat with, basically. And all of those people you don't want to have a chat with, once a few beers, you talk to anybody, won't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Or pineapple rum.
Or pineapple rum.
I think we spoke about this before when there was the spring Detectival and the one after lockdown. There was not so many manufacturers or traders because of COVID, and we all. Do you remember, Dave? We said it was like a load of mates
subdued,
together, wasn't it? Yeah, but it was nice because
we ended up having bloody drunken races. Well, me and Niall did, but it was just chilled out like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like school fate, wasn't it?
That was spring Detectable that ended up being in the summer thanks to COVID.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
30 odd degrees and every bugger was melting.
Yeah, that was hot. I do remember it. But
that
was
good. And everybody was stood there going, I don't actually know what to do. I've not been near people for such a long time.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I remember when I first saw Karen, I was like, she went to give me a hug, and then she went, "Oh no, we can't." And I went, "No," and it was all like, and you sort of get some people to go shake your hands and then pull away, whereas now everyone will be doing like piggybacks, rolling around, bear hugs. Well, Dave does anyway. But yeah, it's the first proper one, isn't it, since COVID? So it will be a lot more social.
Yeah, last September was pretty tame. We were a little bit down on numbers to what we normally would have been because there was still a lot of sort of like COVID anxiety, shall we say. But hopefully a lot of that has subsided now, and we'll be back to hugging everybody and having a right old laugh.
Yeah. Does that mean I can pick people up and shake them?
Well, if they want to be picked up and shaken, Dave, then yeah, you go for it, mate.
Does that mean I can pick people up and shake them?
Well, yeah, just hang upside down, see what they found.
Scotty B. Conkers and like sweets.
Fantastic image this week of Scotty in his school uniform handing over the cheque to the charity, by the way.
Have you got that, Dave? No.
I will.
Yeah. Yeah, we shouldn't mock him. He did do a great job, and like you as well, Mark, you're going to be raising that money for that charity. So they must. Are they going to be detecting on the day people from the charity or the money?
One of the people that put us onto the charity is actually a detectorist. She's lovely, and her and her brother both detect. So I think they're both going to be down there. So yeah, they'll probably be out giving it a go.
Good. Oh, that's nice to hear. Take Dave with them and talk all technical.
Yeah, I'll tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Well, so I've seen near you guys. I think they're setting up. So
I'll look after them.
Yeah. And there's obviously a bar.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, Scott from the travelling pub company can't do the event here. So I know, depressing or what. So we've got another bar coming along, which is going to be taking care of everybody. It's a long way for Scott to come. So, I mean, it'll be the first one in about 6 years he hasn't done.
Wow.
As he said, we were the wrong side of the country for him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well. I suppose as long as you got alcohol there and pineapple rum, everyone will be happy.
I haven't got pineapple rum this year, Adrian.
Oh, you don't want you drinking that again?
German apple corn. Mark will know it. Apple corn. Got that this year.
Oh,
and I bought a new mead this weekend as well.
Oh,
You will
will
mead.
there be any left by the detectable though, Dave?
I can assure you there will be some form of mead left by detectable. I can assure you.
Cool.
No. And Mark, will you be getting on the stage and doing a bit of mixing? Because I follow you, and there's been some comments in the chat of your pretty funky TikTok. Well, I say the word funky. Your TikTok channel, which is getting sorry.
My other hobby, you mean?
Yeah, go on. Do you want to say what it is on TikTok for those who are on it?
It's Mark Becher, because I DJ'd for about 20 years. I was lucky enough to DJ in quite a few places, from Japan to Canada, all over London and bits of the UK back in the day. And I'd say about a year ago, got back into mixing, went all digital, sold all my decks and my vinyl. And I went digital, and somebody said, "Oh, you should start doing a TikTok channel." So I started doing Mark Chaos Drum and Bass, and as you said, it's grown quite considerably, and it probably would have still been growing if I'd have been out and get on the bloody internet and do anything.
Yeah, well,
just under about 10,000 followers at the moment, but I've been doing regular lives on there and having a right laugh. So yeah, I've been enjoying that.
And you've been getting some classic tunes back from the 90s, which I forgot about them. You know, we've all got Spotify and whatever and SoundCloud and that, but it's not until someone plays you something you think, oh yeah, it's a banger that was. I love that. Yeah. And I tried playing TikTok in the car, but it like pauses between every one. It won't, in my car, it won't play. So I can't really do it when I'm driving. But yeah, no, it's
SoundCloud. I'm on SoundCloud, so I'm
are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
you can find me on SoundCloud, man. I've got loads of mixes up there of the new drum and bass, and I've got a 1992 back-to-back kind of set up there as well. So I'm going to do it from 1988 at some point soon, right through to 1999 with the old school drum and bass and that.
Just strings of life. Let's get it on. Yeah. I grew up as a bit of a raver, so it's a bit different now, isn't it, with the kids and stuff? I don't think they're that into music. I think they're more into the stuff that comes with it. But
just one sec. I just need to take us all off screen for one moment.
Oh, bless him.
Scotty in his school uniform.
All right, mate.
Hello. Hiya, Quinn.
That's Quinn.
Hello. All right, Quinn.
He remember me. I read him a bedtime story about Fiona Farty Pants.
I like his top. Cool.
It's very cool. He's getting into the detectorist clothing, you see, because we all like to be camouflaged in some way for some stupid reason, don't we?
So
that no one can see us when we're dead in a ditch.
Well, I think it's because we're just sneaking. It's a bit like you know when you go hunting, you're sort of like sneaking up on the finds so they don't move.
Or you just don't like people keep saying, "Found anything yet? Have you ever found anything interesting?" I find if you just stand still, they'll think you're part of a tree or something. But we do it. We do it to get away from people.
So is this the 6th detectable now or the 7th?
Good question, Karen. Is this the 6th or the 7th detectable? What, including spring?
Yeah.
Spring, summer.
God, no. Then how many? I've lost count.
2016.
She's counting her thing. Hang on. How many we done? 7th, this will be.
I got it right. What again?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
So how many spring detectables have you done?
2 would have been 3, but COVID kind of effed one, didn't it?
Yes. It was both the Henley on Thames, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was the week before, 8 days before actually, that we all went into lockdown. Which really
Yes.
But,
Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
They're no more. And will there be electric scooters at Detectival, Mark?
Possibly.
Oh,
If I can get any down there.
yeah.
If it was big enough.
Where is it? I'm pulling the wrong side. I don't know where I'm pulling.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What's his...
Look, my arms are all in the way.
Oh,
there you go.
There it is.
There.
And that's your electric scooters, which where I live, we got them everywhere. And we got the app, we got a tier.
We've been selling loads of the buggers the last few months, which is really good.
Yeah, good.
Bikes as well.
No, well, not so many bikes. Everybody's into spending sort of like 2.5, 3.5 grand on scooters at the moment.
Wow. Because you've got some crazy. Yeah, you got some really fast ones as well, haven't you? Yeah. Off road and everything.
Yeah.
Scotty B said, "Have you got any kids ones for him?"
Yeah, I've got the Segway. I think it's the E8 or the Z8. It's like for 7-year-olds. It should suit him really well.
And the power range is 2.5. Get off my land!
Yeah.
Tweenies one.
Fucking dogs.
Yeah. Yes. No, dogs. No, it'd be good if there was some scooters at Detectival. I've always thought, because it'd be nice just to get one that go across the fields, but it's not practical unless you charge it out 50 quid an hour, is it? So,
Mate, they're brilliant for that.
Huh?
You know, when the farm, you can't drive over there, and you're like, oh man, what? When the farmer tells you you can't drive all across the field, you just pull out your electric scooter and away you go.
When you said pull out and paused a little bit, me and Adrian got a bit excited then. We thought you were going to say pocket watch.
No, you watch, they're very outdated now, Dave.
Do you see scooters eventually like taking over the place? Like, sort of, I don't know how sort of we didn't have mountain bikes years ago, and then suddenly someone had one, and then it was like the bike on the road. Everyone had a mountain bike. Do you see scooters grow? You're obviously going to say but can you see the law changing soon?
Well, the government announced the law change on May the 10th, and there was some stuff on the news the other day about how it's pretty imminent. Coming number plates, etc., slight sort of like limits on certain things. So yeah, the law is changing, and when it does, it will be great, especially with the price of fuel and everything like that as well. It's just a nice, easy, cheaper way to get around, isn't it? Especially for short. So it just makes sense.
I use mine for going and coming home from the pub, not drinking, of course, but it only costs like £2.
Yeah. I was only reading the other day that sort of like 80% of accidents on electric scooters are drunk people.
Yeah, I go very slow.
Me and Shane weren't drunk in Birmingham, and that was quite the experience. Big fat Dave flying down the road on an e-scooter. Oh yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Cool. I bet that. Cool. Imagine if you'd hit someone coming towards you. Mark, whilst you're on, Dave, is it all right if I? Because Mark is a very knowledgeable detector.
Yeah, Mark, you're about it. So Adrian's got to show some images. Tell him the story, Adrian.
Oh, one of our viewers, John Clayton, was cleaning his fines the other day, probably because he couldn't get out, I don't know. And he had 2 coins priced together. So he broke them up, or they come apart, and he found something very strange between them. And I don't know. I'm very confused. So I'll share the screen, and you can see if you can recognise this. So this is what he found, Mark. Can you see that? I think it's a coin anyway.
Right.
A couple of coins, and it's got something between it.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on it, Adrian? Looks like blue bubble gum, doesn't it? Like blue tack or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he saw this. Oh, it's not very clear, but it's like what on earth's that?
first thing that springs to mind is something Arabic.
Egyptian?
Ah, yeah. See where you're coming
Looks like
from.
an eye of Horus or something.
Yeah, it might
But
not be the right way round.
why would you put it between two coins? And it looks like blue tack or something. Very strange. Very strange.
Some kind of a strange ritual offering.
Do you reckon?
It could well be, couldn't it?
What coin's that? Elizabeth 5p?
No, I think that's 1p.
Right.
So it's almost wedged between two 1p's. But very,
Very strange.
very strange. That freaked me out, actually. So, yeah, I just wondered what you thought that was. So, yeah, an offering.
Weird is what I think it is.
Yeah. I should start doing stuff like that just to freak people out. Like,
Why not?
random. Yeah. And then they'll get them on shows and TVs. And I mean, that's what makes history, doesn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, why is this bottle of pineapple rum in the middle of a field when no one buys or drinks it?
Wait.
And
5p's.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So no, it's and have you been out detecting at all, Mark? Not recently, but since last detectable because you've been busy.
Yeah, no, I've been out quite a bit, man. I tried to most of our Sunday digs. I go out for at least a few hours, and we've had a couple of really good sites where we've been pulling up loads of Saxon and Norman and bits of Viking and loads of Romans. I've been out trying my luck. And I mean, I think we've had three or four hordes already this year, so we're on a bit of a roll. So I keep thinking the next one's going to be mine.
You say roll, and I think of sausage.
Oh yeah, and for the last 3 days, I've been digging up in tent pegs.
Oh yeah, because you're doing the site from the last detectable, aren't you?
No,
is it not? Sorry.
For the last 2 years, one of the big estates we've got permission on as international horse trials on it, but they also have pretty large music festivals. I mean, the last one they had, I think, had about 70,000 people at it, and for the last 2-3 years, they've asked us to go and clear 2 of their campsite areas. And I mean, at the moment, last year I think we got about 8,000 tent pegs. So far this year, we're up to about 6,500, 7,500, and we've still got 1 day to go, which is tomorrow. But they pay pretty well to do it. Yeah, my legs are fucking killing me.
So, tell me, Mark, has anybody found who's been doing a tent ped anything cool?
Yeah, we've had about 5 silver rings so far, 3 gold rings, probably about 260 quid in change, bits of gold chain, couple of gold earrings. Yeah, some interesting stuff.
Nothing peculiar, nothing like you're like, what?
Well, a couple of bags of things last year, not this year. Loads of laughing gas canisters. Just the normal stuff you expect to find in the aftermath of a festival.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you say that in the next 5-10 years' time, once the soil's gone over it and everything's been pulled down, that's going to be the new shotgun cartridge, isn't it? Them gas canisters.
Oh, flipping!
They're everywhere, absolutely everywhere. You know, drive me up the wall. But yeah, I detected a race course a few years ago to clean it out. With the club I'm in, and I think they paid, and because it was a new part of the race course in Chelmsford, and we were pulling out 10p's, 20p's, pound coin. Then suddenly a few Romans came up, then a bit of a Roman bust, and then spoons, and then Chinese money, Turkish, Greek, Australian, American. Were like, what the hell? You know, people travel to watch horse racing, but not literally all over the world within a 100-foot square spot. We couldn't work it out, and it was all from like the 80s, and we just couldn't. We found out what it was, it was the Scouts 100th Jamboree or something, and there was like 1,000 Scouts from all over the world, and they're all dropping their money. But it was quite interesting. But I quite like it.
When you said spoons, then I thought of sausages at breakfast at Weatherspoons.
Dave. But that's good though. That's a lot of tent pegs. 6,000 or 8,000 tent pegs.
Yeah, and we've still got a day to go tomorrow, so I reckon we're going to bust 10,000 for over the last 4 days.
That's you think of camping as like a good eco thing to do, but not leaving all that soot in the ground. That's bad, and that's a lot.
It is pretty astounding because we did some of the same ground last year, and as I said, we had thousands then. But I mean, I've put a couple of pictures of the buckets up that we managed to fill, I think, yesterday, and now both of those buckets are full to overspilling.
I'm setting up a tent peg shop. Obviously, people
Send you if you want to.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Penny a peg, mate, to you.
Oh. 10 pegs.
Why do you have like a bit of a sideline on e-scooters where you get like, buy this machine, get 10 pegs free?
Well, it could do, but who's going to want 10 pegs when you're buying a fucking e-scooter, Dave?
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody who camps.
Dave. Somebody who's camp.
Yeah.
You should bring them to Detectable because I bet there's loads of people who end up bending them after they've had like 12 pints of Stella. So,
or alternatively, you'll have to go back to the Detectable site and metal detect all the tent pegs up.
Well, one or two of the detectors we've had have also been on ground that they use for horse events. So we've had to make sure that after the event that we pull up all the tent pegs because there's normally quite a few left behind.
Yeah. God, I can't get over that. 6,000 tent pegs, 6,500.
At least.
That is a lot. And that's pulled out over what period?
We started on Monday.
Flipping heck.
And we didn't.
How many of you, Mark?
The most of us is about 17 of us on one day. But the numbers are varied from, because obviously some people have taken time off of work, but it's paying about 100 quid a day to go detecting. So most people are like, yeah, all right, then I'll take the day off of work.
Cool, yeah. Flipping heck.
We go in
Is there a bar there?
No, unfortunately not. But you can take your own bit on and just roll around. I mean, the problem is you're up and down so many times. You find a tent peg. Then you get up and then you think to yourself, why the fuck did I get up? Because I've just found another one 3 foot in front. So you're back down again. And then after a while, I mean, last year there was absolutely so many of them. I was actually just crawling across the floor, shuffling on my arse, waving my pinpointer across the ground and then just pulling them all out with a hammer. But we cleared a load last year already. So now you've got probably 2 foot. But you kind of get up and then you're back down again. You get up, you're back down again. And my legs, I tell you, are absolutely killing me.
You're better off with a magnet, a big river magnet, probably, pulling them out, aren't you?
The problem is there's a lot of the aluminium ones and they're not very magnetic.
Oh, yeah.
Good sort of like iron sounding signal on the detector. They all come up at, even the iron ones and the alley ones, pretty much they're either between 2 and 5 on your dais or 88 to 91, depending on how old they are.
Yeah,
so you can't. Another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. And they've had like 15 years at least of festivals on this site. So you pull up a lot of old ones, but
have you detected any plastic ones?
No, we just find them by eye. I've said to people they win a prize if their detector was picking them up. They went, oh look what I found. Does that count?
I'm saying that because that medieval event the weekend, somebody actually said that to us. Does it? Because you get plastic things. And me and Shane are like that.
What?
No, mate.
I did maybe off the other day though, because one of the guys on the tent peg mission turned around and said, "Never before have I dug so many holes and found exactly what I was looking for in every single one of them."
Were you using it? You got the Dash 2, Mark, haven't you?
Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm loving it.
You are. Find it all right. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Have you? Are you on version 1.07?
Oh no! Whatever. Basically, got it when it first came out. I did the first update, and then saw everybody whinging and moaning about the update. So I haven't updated it since because XP did a similar thing with the Deus One, didn't they? They sort of like did this massive updates, and then all of a sudden they got it right, and then everybody was like, "Way, what a great machine!" But I haven't heard everybody saying, "Oh, this update's so good yet." So I've kind of left it where it is, and it works well for me. I found some good shit with it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's your next machine, isn't it, Dave?
No,
Oh, I thought you like them.
I've never had the XP Deus.
Yeah.
The concept of something so light appeals to me greatly, but
You can't put cake on it.
I'm a tard when it comes to metal detectors, so it aren't worth buying anything else, is it? Stick with what I've got. I've learnt my lessons there.
Well, yeah. It's easier to use, though, isn't it, Mark? Big buttons, bigger display.
Big buttons, big display, switch it on and go. I mean, everybody goes, "Oh, I've put my own program in it." I'm like, have you even bothered getting used to it first before you started fucking about? And those people are like, "No, but I saw this guy posted this program on YouTube and it's meant to be really, really good."
Yeah.
And I was, mate, where does this guy live? And they're like, "Oh, he's somewhere up north or something." I'm like, the soil's completely different up there. You know, different strokes for different folks. I mean, switch it on, choose one of the preset programs, get used to the bloody thing first before you start effing about with it.
I totally agree with that. 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Why people sell it so fast? Like, well, I'll put in Sid's program or I'll put in Gary's program, and it's not working for me, and I'm not finding anything. I'm just digging crap. That's because you haven't taken the time to get used to the machine itself before you then start effing about with it.
Well, XP must spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds to testers for years before the machine comes out, making sure they've got not the best, but the most
Something
accurate
works.
program. Yeah, something that works. And then you go and buy it. It's almost like buying a new BMW and like putting a Vauxhall engine in it. Nothing against Vauxhall, of course, because it will go around bends faster. But I don't know. It's you're right. You need to learn your machine, and it's going to be around a long time, isn't it? The Deus too. I mean,
I'll look away for a minute, and Mark's changed. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I suddenly caught that. I thought it was legs of a human.
Like that. Oh, I want to be on.
Hello, dog.
That's crap. Yeah, Jesus.
I've just whistled. My dog will come in now. Anyone tuning into this will think very strange. Very strange. Very
Where's
strange.
Barbara Woodhouse?
Yeah. I think she died in the 80s, didn't she?
A career dead.
Yeah. Want to kind of get down.
So, what have we got? I tell you what, Mark. Obviously, Detectable, you've been kind enough to allow us to print another copy of the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine for the event. And Adrian, again, he's played the blinder for both the Detectable and the RCM copies. Honestly, it's the best that we've done so far. RCM and Detectable are also the biggest copies that we've done so far. So you got 32 pages out of it. And one of the articles in it is a great story about somebody whose first ever time metal detecting was at Detectable and they found a fibula. I got scared then.
Oh, I did.
I thought we won.
Yeah, I'm alright too.
Do you know what?
I
He's brought me one apple pie and his mum's at two.
I really thought I was seeing a ghost then.
So did I, to be fair. I forgot to text his mum asking bring me some water in.
I thought it was Mr. Claypole.
Pass me another one, please, mate. Thanks. He had his Timothy Claypole hat on that video before.
Yeah. Bring on Mistress Mika.
Audrey off Coronation Street?
Was, yeah. Sorry, what were we talking about before Ghost came in?
No,
you said something there. Oh, yeah, you were talking about the magazine. Someone's find it.
About his first find coming to Detectable, first ever event he's ever been to. Thanks again, Mace, Mr. Ghost, and finds a Roman fibula. So we've included that article because obviously it's fitting for the event itself. But yeah, I'm looking forward to everybody seeing these magazines because by far and away they blow. Last year's were phenomenal. This year's are even better.
I've had a sneaky peek and I really like the look of them, mate. So well done, you guys. And thank you.
No, thank you for allowing us.
No, thanks for doing it, man. Could have told us to piss off.
Yeah.
Never do that, mate. Never do that. I don't know whether to eat me McDonald's apple pie, which I've only got one of. Now.
Mark, is there good?
With it?
Oh. Is there what?
Is there goodie bags this year?
Yes, because our title sponsor this year is Nocta. So yeah, they are providing goodie bags. What is going to be in those goodie bags, I cannot say. But they are providing goodie bags.
Brilliant. And that's what
I've missed something somewhere. When did Nocta stop being Nocta Macro? Is that like very recent?
About a month ago.
I think probably about a month ago that they rebranded to Nocta Metal Detection Technologies or something, didn't they? Am I correct?
Yeah. Not Nocta Technologies or something now. So
like that metal detector technology or something along those lines.
Sorry, they've lost the Mr. Macro bit, haven't they?
Yeah.
So hence the companies originally merged, didn't they? Back in the mid 2000s, I think. Very.
They merged.
It was the Nocta. It was. Crikey,
merged, and now they seem to have unmerged.
Yeah. Macro Racer. That was about 5 years ago.
While I was in Turkey a couple of weeks ago, everywhere you turned had the word Nocta. So it must be obviously a common brand. I know obviously Nocta Macro, Nocta Technologies, but there was different Nocta's housing, Nocta shops. So it was quite a obviously known thing over there. I don't know what Nocta means, but there you go.
You stayed in Nocta Hotel, didn't you?
Yes. The Nocta Resort and Spot. No, it wasn't. It was
in the Simplex suite.
No, it wasn't. It was the Legend Lounge.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep calling it the leg end.
Well, yeah. Have you had a go at one, Mark?
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they?
Bloody impressive.
Yeah. I must admit, I've got one, and next month there's an article in Treasure Hunting about it, and I was pleasantly surprised. Good value for money.
I was, funnily enough, I had to go on one about a week after I got the Deus 2, and part of me was like, fucking hell, I should have saved all that money and just got a Legend.
I actually spoke to somebody. I'm going to the Midland Detecting Days rally this weekend in Leek, Staffordshire. Place is still available for anybody who's interested. And I was talking to the guy who organised that, Tony Cummins, the other night. He went, "Tell you what, Dave, got the Nocta Legend the other week." I said, "All right, yeah. So what do you think?" He went, "Phenomenal. It's better than my CTX 3030. Wow,
really good machine, man.
There's not a lot to not like about it. And it's since they did the update the other week, 109.08 to 09, it's loads of features, which is all good because it keeps all the other manufacturers on their toes, doesn't it?
Yep. Dog, what are you doing? Sorry, the dog decided to jump back up again.
It's like his master's voice, then, wasn't it?
HMV.
God, it's like my little shadow, mate.
Oh, is that Karen ironing in the background?
No, Karen. Don't be ridiculous.
It's the kids ironing. Karen's got her feet up eating Chinese.
No, she's.
No, she is. She is ironing in the background.
Oh,
my God!
Has she got clothes on?
Yeah. She has got clothes on. If she was ironing naked, I wouldn't be on the show.
Oh, bless her. Oh dear, Mark's sitting in the garden, smoking, playing with these dogs, and
Yeah.
poor old Karen's in the kitchen ironing. So I understand every single Nocta T-shirt in the goodie bags, Karen irons them each one individually.
I think that's what she might be doing now. Yeah.
Transfers on because you've got a load of Nocta Macro ones, and you've got to change it to Nocta.
Yeah, we're removing the macro. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
kids
A bit of greaseproof paper.
Had the crayons out, colouring all the T-shirts in to get rid of it.
And they're all extra small, aren't they?
Yes, all extra small.
We have
too
had-
big for Scotty B.
We have had some people say in the chat about marking the bags for the size of T-shirt. Philip Wills, the T-shirt size in advance. But I think you could probably spend a week. This is something that's free. So if you get an extra small, like I get, and I need to swap it with Dave to a large, but you can just swap it. I think that's what. Well, no,
Chuckle for.
extra
What
small
was that
to
about?
large. Because you're not large, you're medium. And I think at Detectival, like some people saying, "Oh, this don't fit, this don't fit." Well, just go and find someone and swap them. But
Yeah,
actually,
and ask the girls really nicely and say, "Excuse me, I'm not this fat. Can I please have a smaller one?"
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to ask for an extra small.
But it's good.
Hey.
Actually, yeah, you could have a muscle back vest. I could rip it like that thing.
I'll probably rip it, put my arm in, never mind out else.
Put your what in it?
Right, will
Arm
ya?
in.
Oh, but that's a lot of stuff they're giving away, isn't it? That's 1,000 odd bags, isn't it? That's a lot
Yeah.
from Nocta Mag.
1,000 plus, yeah.
Yeah. So
I've got one, right, an extra small, and wear it like a pair of underpants. That'd be quite cool.
You could do, yeah.
I'm going to go for that.
yeah.
I wouldn't have to pull my pants down or anything for a wingle wangle then, would I?
Your legs through the armholes, and at least you
Yeah.
don't have to take them down to have a shit.
Yeah. Pull it aside a little bit, be right.
Yeah.
So, in regard to the raffle, will these be Nocta machines?
No, there's a very large number of Nocta machines. There is a very large number of MindLab machines. There is a good few XP machines, a good few Rootless machines, and various other odds and sods as well that have all been donated towards the charity raffle.
Wow, that's a lot. 60 machines. So, just trying to work out the odds.
It's probably about 40 grand's worth RRP of prizes.
Ooh. And £5 a ticket.
Yeah, £5 a ticket.
And those who don't understand or who are intoxicated to find out where they buy them from, they can be bought from the main entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it all goes to a good cause. So,
They've got thoughts in mind this year. So, yeah, hopefully we'll raise as much as we can for them.
that's a lot of machines. And hopefully, Dave, we can win you one.
Yes, I could do with, let me think about what's there.
Get you a legend.
Do you have any Garrett 125s?
Garrett 125.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
Ace 1. Sorry, an Ace 150.
I was going to
It's
say,
got-
what's a motorbike?
I'm tired. I was thinking of an Orca 125. Lost it then, haven't I? Aircraft, that'll do me. I know how to do that.
Hey,
You got any Garrett Ace 150s?
No, I don't think we'll have any Ace 150.
Oh, gutted. Gutted.
The money stuff come out
Go,
50.
go find 44.
Yeah, we're
Results. Have you got
I
any
like-
Power Rangers?
any what Power Rangers?
Yeah,
No,
Power Rangers machines.
no Power Rangers machines or no graphics.
Careful names. Nothing wrong with them at all.
Oh no, great machine.
Yeah, but it's best if you buy
Pete wants
from
to
a
see me
dealer.
on the midi-ord. I can do that. I can do the midi-ord. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'll do a video of a midi-ord.
I
Got a
got
mini
my kids a mini hordes, and I took Quinn out, who popped his head in earlier with his one. Last time was probably about 8 months ago, and he was finding loads of stuff with it.
I lent one to a friend at work or a director at work, and he gave it to his like 8-year-old son. And I said, "How's he getting on with it?" He said, "Oh, he loves it." He said, we go around friends who've got fields, and he's finding loads of stuff. And I was like, "Oh, what? Like bits of plough?" He went, "No, coins, bits of this, bit." And I'm like, "Buckles." I was like, "Oh," and I thought, "Is he really? Does he mean that?" And then he brought them in at work, and then I said, "Oh," he said, "Do you want it back soon, Adrian?" I said, "Yeah, when you're finished with it." And then he came in about a month later. He said, "Do you still want that back?" I said, "Why?" He said, "My son burst into tears when I said I was going to take it off him." He absolutely loves it, so I took it off him.
Probably some of the best kids machines out there, if not the best kids machines out there.
Yeah.
Do you know when we were at the medieval fair the weekend? A girl who we know came up to the stall with her son, and he had a little bloody. Well, she said, "Show Dave, show Dave." So what's that, mate? And he pulls out bloody. He's a year older than Mason, so he's 10 in school, primary school. Brings out Garrett's fine box. I was like, "Yeah, what's going on here?" He opens it. He found a few bits and bobs. He'd actually found a musket ball. Didn't realise anyway. So what machine you got him? So this is a 10-year-old Simplex. I was like, how's he know how to use a Simplex? And I don't.
It's very simple to use, Simplex.
Yes. Pete says that his arms are perfect for the arm cup on the mini horde.
That's the only downside with it, is the rubber bit on the arm cup comes off. That's the only thing.
I've lost the rubber bits off my kids' ones. They went ages ago. They're probably in a field somewhere.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could see wrong with it. Like, because it's packaged like a toy, but it isn't. It's not a toy. It's a proper bit of kit.
Yeah, it's
I'd be interested in how many they sell this Christmas, because the hobby's getting more and more popular. And it's a machine that actually works. It actually works. So,
I noticed another metal detecting TV show's coming out on Channel 5 soon. I saw that advertised today.
With Michaela Strachan from Hitman and Her.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one that you've been privy to?
Obviously. Me?
No, Mark.
No, that's something else, man. That's a long story. We won't go into that right now.
So there's another one coming out with Michaela Strachan?
Yeah, Channel 5.
I've not seen that.
6. On Channel 5. It's called
The Simplex and Her.
Searching something.
Searching for dance.
Yeah, I think
the dance detecting.
Their first one is up near Allerton in North Yorkshire.
Right.
They've got an army of detectorists apparently searching an area. I was reading the bit about it today.
I wonder what happened to the Underground History Show, Dave.
I don't know. You were more privy to that than I.
I was in one episode. There was only one, wasn't there?
I thought they made like 100 and odd others, and
I can't remember. But
they were telling everybody that it had been sold to Channel 4, and it was all showing on there. Sorry, I was just saying what I thought.
It's on CFAX, page 864. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good because it's getting the hobby out there, and it's all good for sales of metal detectors.
Absolutely, yeah.
And hopefully,
I had a good chat the other night with Alan Tamblin from the NCMD, the General Secretary from there. Phoned him up the other night to chat about a few different things. And you know what? I was on the phone for 2 hours, and I think we only mentioned metal detecting for the last 5 minutes. We went about all paranormal and everything, but the UFOs at Warminster and everything, just on for hours. Didn't mention metal detecting to, oh, by the way, metal detect. Oh, yes, metal detecting. You go with Rodney Cook. Yeah, okay, bye. That was about it.
Yeah. Well, and I must admit, there's a lot of options now, isn't there? You've got your Just Detect, NCMD, AMDS, FID. I
think we could discount FED.
Well, it's funny because a mate of mine, who I haven't seen for 30 years plus, contacted me the other week and said, "Do you do metal detecting? I've heard you do metal detecting." I went, "Yeah, sort of. I blag it." And he said, my dad's been doing it for years, like 40 years. And he said, "I've got into it. Can we meet up?" We met up and had a beer. And I started talking to him and I said, "Oh, are you a member of anything?" He said, "Yeah, FID." I went, "Oh." And it's interesting because most people find stuff over the internet or social media where FID are quite low there, aren't they? But he signed up to FID. So there are members. Oh, I'm just seeing. Gareth, the Mini has a screen with a grumpy face for don't dig and happy face for do dig.
I have exactly the same face.
Yeah, actually, it's like a mirror, isn't it, Dave, for you? Yeah. So, John Clayton, Mini for 4 to 5 years.
I was trying to understand what they were on about tickets for in the chat.
Tickets?
Mark's, yeah, they were talking about
raffle tickets.
John, is that might be raffle next Friday, 9 p.m.
Depends on how
you can't, John, but tickets are still available. Come along and get involved.
Yeah,
can you buy tickets if you're not going to the festival? Right. Can you buy raffle tickets if you're not going to Detectable? I think that means.
No, the gambling laws, we're only allowed to sell them at the event. So
you could give the money to a friend unofficially who could buy them for themselves.
Yeah.
Give it to me and I will promise that I will tell you if you win.
Yeah, exactly. Then you got to hope that you got a good enough friend that says, "Oh no, your tickets didn't win, but I did."
Sorry, there's people talking about the size of the MIDI and
the MIDI and the Mini as well.
What?
Talking about chickens with Tourette's. I'm not actually reading the comments very much tonight. It's
Gareth Howard might get one for my daughter. Yeah, I think people forget there's the MIDI and the Mini Horde. A lot of people think there's just one, but there's the Mini and the MIDI. And Pete's right from LP. 8-ish is the MIDI. 8+, yeah, and up to 8, yeah, I'd say up to 8. Probably, yeah. But the MIDI 8-year-old can use 10-year-old easy. It's good as well.
Well, Quinn's been using since he was about 6. That's the Mini, and Livia's got the Mini as well, and they both get on with it lovely. They love it, and funny, they came from Pete at LP, and as I said, they got to be the bestest kids machines out there, man, by far.
Well, look at the amount of fines that Scotty B's having with this.
Yeah, it's found Hordes with this. Well, it's Detectable. He found the Horde with his Mini, didn't he? Mini Horde, hence the name. But yeah, it's what I like about it. It's not dear, and if your kid wants to start detecting when they're like 8 or 9, rather than go and buy one online from a non-reputable dealer that will dig down 20 foot and find plastic, gold, and everything, you can get a MIDI Horde. It's not too expensive, and if they like it, all good. If they don't like it, the hobby, that is, you haven't blown loads of money, have you? You haven't gone and brought an Equinox or something, and you can sell them because they go well on eBay secondhand, don't they? Yep. So, yes, no one else has really tapped up the market in that.
I bought some venison the other day, Adrian. That wasn't dear.
That's terrible, Dave. Dave, that is probably one of the worst jokes I've heard for ages.
I actually said it last Christmas.
Bad joke.
Fastest cake in the West. Scone.
Fastest fish. Motor pike and sidecar.
Oh, God. Sorry, poor old Mark. Poor old Mark. He's absolutely shattered his knees.
Bad jokes.
I've got a McDonald's apple pie.
Be cold by the time you get round to scoffing that in your face.
It's cold already, Mark.
He's inhaled half of it.
It's got no custard with it either.
Just before we go, we're still not going yet, but I just wondered if anyone's got any questions for Mark, either about ironing, Karen's ironing, or Detectable, or whatever.
Or mixing desks, or e-scooters.
Dog care, e-scooters, dance anthems from the late 80s. 90s, mixing decks.
History of Creamfields.
Yeah.
Mark, did you DJ at any rave?
That dog's testicles that are hanging down by Mark's ear.
No, they're kind of over there. I went in my ear. Did I? Yes, yeah, I did. I used to do a lot of free parties. So back in the day, my forte was breaking into warehouses and setting up free parties from about 1990 till about 98, 99. And then I realised I could make more money out of it if I organised legal parties. So I started doing raves in London. And then I ended up managing a nightclub for 3 years.
Mint.
Wow.
What nightclub was that?
It was one...
Blue Oyster.
Cloud 9 on the embankment at London opposite MI5 where Strawberry Sundays used to be.
Wow.
Not the Blue Oyster.
No, not the Blue Oyster Bar.
I'll tell you what, I bet that's another thing to talk about. I bet you got some stories there. Massive stories.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the Blue Oyster.
Oh, no.
I've got some wicked stories about running across fields with turntables under my arms, trying to get away from police with helicopters and all sorts of stuff, and dogs running around everywhere and people being arrested. And yeah, I got some mental stories.
Did you have ponytails or curtains?
I had very long hair at that time. I had a ponytail, yes.
Did you have a global hypercolour top?
I was normally very colourful. I didn't. Actually, fact, no, I probably did have a global hypercolour top at some point. One that used to change colour.
Yeah, I loved it.
My mum put mine on boil and ruined it.
Oh dear. Oh, those were the days. Nice pair of kickers. Oh, lovely.
Had a Farah.
No, didn't go to a rave in Farah. It's nice kickers and dungarees. It would be good though to have some music at Detectful if you're on the deck.
And as usual, I think we got one on the Friday night, one on the Saturday night, 2 new ones, and then we got the same DJ we had last year because he absolutely smashed it. He done a really good job, and I've had a chat with him about maybe jumping on his decks for a little while with a bit of old school. But we'll see.
Rider, booyaka, booyaka.
Booyaka cha. All the rave, man.
Scotty B said everyone should pay a £5 for Mark to go on set for 45 minutes and all the money go to charity. That's quite good. That's 1,000 people for 45 minutes. That's nearly $5,000, isn't it?
They might want to hear me on the decks. They might think, get that twat off of there.
Mark comes on with like a banjo and sings like folk music.
Or does it better than George Formby?
Yeah,
that would surprise everybody. They're all, give me my money back.
Or you could do a ventriloquist act with Scotty B on your lap.
That could work.
I could do that.
Yeah.
But he has to dress up as Space Pants.
No, Cranky. Jimmy the Cranky.
Oh, do it. Dress up as his... I say
Cranky.
Dress up as schoolboy. Come in your school clothes.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
If this gets on YouTube, well, it is. If this doesn't get blocked. Dress up as a schoolboy. Come to the Detectful. Sit on my lap. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah. That.
Dave.
Right. Best fancy as no, I don't think there's many more questions, but maybe Mark doing a set and we donate it to charity. Sorry.
Do you know what I just inadvertently found? A video.
A school uniform.
Talk amongst yourselves and I'll upload it because I didn't even know I had it.
Mark, what you could do, Mark, is if you did a set, you could charge 10 quid because everyone's like quite merry, 10 quid for each request on the decks. So someone wants, I don't know, the Ragga Twins or something like that.
I think I've got about 40,000 old school tunes at the moment. So,
wow. And how long you been doing your TikTok?
I started it about 5 months ago.
Wow, and you've got over 10,000 people. That's
I think
good.
just under 10,000, but the not having internet for the last month kind of put a mockers on that.
And have you had anyone contact you that you haven't heard of years ago, like found you on there?
Yeah, I've had quite a few people going, "Oh my god, I never expected to see you on here." Guy to rent a house from when I was 18 popped on there and was like, "It's you," and I'm like, "Who the?" Because he didn't obviously have my name's Neil, and I used to rent a house off of me in Uxbridge. He said, "Oh my god, I've just flicking through TikTok and you popped up on my live feed," and I was like, "Oh my fucking good god!" And yeah, got like reconnected with him. It was quite funny, and there's been a few old sort of like ravey mates that have just been scrolling through TikTok and seen my ugly mug pop up, which has been quite funny.
It's good though, isn't it? Because the licensing, it's not like YouTube, is it? So you got a lot more for the music. That is.
Yeah, you could just play what you like. I mean, it's good fun. I've been offered a few sets as well. Hopefully, be going down to Bristol to play at some drum and bass events down there at some point. And I've done a silent disco for a festival once. It had shut as well a little while ago. That was hilarious.
I do like silent disco.
400 people in a marquee all with headphones on listening to me dancing away.
And all you hear is coughing and farting.
Yeah. It just tickled. I was going to the guy, is there anybody listening? He went, yeah, there's about 400 people all dancing to your set at the moment. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, it is weird. You've been to silent disco, Dave. Why do they call it silent disco? Oh, haven't you? Oh.
No, I mean, one. I've played at one now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's good. It's
ready? Are you ready for this?
What?
Yeah, go on.
Hold on. It's just processing. Nearly there. Come on.
He's done a mix. He's done a mix.
You ready? You ready?
Right. Push it up.
Hey!
Give up, mate.
You didn't pay for that, did you?
Yeah.
It's for your face. That was electric. We've got a rodeo ball again this year and a couple of other things that you're going to have to get on, Dave.
Oh. Masseuse?
No, there is
Spa?
no
Hot tub?
Gladiator platforms with big bowl things.
Greasy pole's good.
I'm not going to say too much because I want them to be surprises, but as you're all used to the rodeo ball, that is there again this year, and there is a couple of other things as well that you may enjoy whilst you're detecting across the lands of Suffolk and into Cambridgeshire.
Whilst detecting?
Well, you could do it. Well, you could not detect and then do it, or you could wave your detector around while you're doing it, I suppose.
Dave, you know what this is? You know what this is, Dave? Naked detecting. I knew it. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Karen's gone for it. She's put her foot down. Thanks.
I knew it happened. Yeah, so there will be a naked detecting zone at this year's Detectival. Is there a charge, Mark, or is it just free?
What, for the naked detecting field?
Yeah.
Where if there's a naked detecting field, anybody that's naked detecting has to pay 50 quid with the money going to charity.
I wouldn't say. Oh God. Yeah, I can just see Steve Newman doing that with his Centurion's helmet on.
God.
Yeah, and Fodder Phil definitely do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm intrigued now. So it's something you can do.
No, well, you probably can't do it while you're detecting. I'd probably just throw you right off there. But it might be difficult to do the other few things that we've got there, which are going to be surprises for those people that are coming that you might enjoy. That's it. You probably can't do them detecting, actually, thinking about it.
Is it juggling?
Well, I'd like to see you juggle detecting.
Is
Where
it?
the hell
Is it?
And how you're going to swing his? Don't even answer that.
Is it cookery lessons?
No.
Oh, Dave. Dave was looking for that apple pie making.
Is it cake eating championship?
There will definitely be a cake eating championship.
I'm there, man. I'm there. I'll bring my best t-shirt.
But I mean, we had so much fun this year because where the site is, it is pretty much right on the border of Cambridge and Suffolk, and some of the land that we are detecting is in Suffolk, and some of the land that we are detecting is in Cambridgeshire. And the fun I had with the FLOs this year was brilliant.
Yes, because have you got flows there?
Yes, yeah.
That's good to hear. Isn't it?
We got the Suffolk team there this year, and their helpers, and they will be set up in the fines recording tent, hopefully recording loads of good fines from this year's site.
Did you say Suffolk and Cambridgeshire border?
Yeah.
Just Googling it because
Divided by a river.
No, there isn't. There is a river close by, but it isn't on the site.
No, but that's how the borders. Yeah, but some really rich land. You only have to look at the PAS report for that area of how much stuff comes up, which is in Treasure Hunting magazine soon. I think the annual PAS report will be September or October.
But the thing is, the estate, right, had only ever let one guy detect it for the last 35 years. But I think he carked it about 11 months ago. But they were telling me about some of the stuff that he's found around the estate, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it does sound very exciting. But all the tickets are sold, apart from, what was it, 30 weekend tickets, no camping still available.
30 weekend tickets left before we get to where we want to be.
Right.
But I know there go. It normally happens sort of like the week or 2 weeks before everything's sold out, and then you get a barrage of emails from everybody going, "Oh, but I really wanted to come." Well, the tickets have been on sale for about the last 8 months, so why didn't you get one 8 months ago?
Yeah. or yeah, I know what you mean. You do get all that, don't you? And is it you and Karen that deal with all that? Just you two?
Karen deals with most of the stupid questions.
Yes, Dave, do you remember last year when Karen was on, the sort of questions she was getting? There was one that was a brilliant one she had. I can't remember what. Oh, do I have to sleep in a tent? No. Oh, I can't remember. She had one.
In my car.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah. Do I have to pay for a camping ticket?
Yeah, do I have to pay for a camping ticket? Well, only if you're going to piss and shit in your car as well. Then you might be able to pay with it, but I doubt that. My guess is you'll be using the toilets and everything else as well, and probably the water and the other camping facilities. So, yes, you do have to pay for a camping ticket.
Yeah. He's probably got a Tesla as well, but he's just trying his luck. But, yeah. You're right, Dave. You trying to find something, or you trying to mash up your apple pie?
I was trying to find where the Suffolk and Cambridgeshire border was. I'm not good when it comes to that part of the UK. I've never really visited any of them. Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex,
well, the Essex
areas.
Border is actually also really close by. It's almost where the three counties meet.
Dave.
All will become revealed in the next Where are we now? It's like only 3 weeks away this Friday, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the next week or two, everybody will know exactly where it is.
Adrian's looking a bit sort of 3 weeks. What?
Yeah. And if you want, what I'll do is when I've done the site visit on Tuesday next week, I'll send you a video to share on the show next week.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, yeah, that'd be really good. Dave, after the day's detecting, if you're hot and sweaty, you can come around my house for a bath. I can talc you up, and then you can go back and sleep in your tent.
Is the housing manager going to be there?
No,
I don't think I'll come, Adrian.
No. All right. Okay. Yeah. But you have to share the bath water because we're short of it down here. So
yeah. Just water me in the garden. I'm sure it'll be right.
Hose pipe ban. Can't do that.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
No. Fill one of them green things up, watering cans at you. Just do that over me.
I'll get a paddling pool. We're just getting that. Oh, that'd be good at Detectable, wouldn't it? A big paddling pool for everyone to get in. Foam party.
Well,
I'm thinking of a little kids one there.
If the long range weather forecast is right, then the Saturday is currently looking like it's going to be between 25 and 28, and the Sunday could exceed 30.
I tell you what, September is the new summer, innit? Every year you're cracking it there with the weather.
I think we've only ever had one September detectable where we had sort of like some mini hurricane kind of thing that went on and blew people's stands away and a couple of the traders run away and it pissed down with rain for about 2 hours. But every other year, the weather has been epic.
Yeah, fair play. It has.
Yeah, I know. As I think spring detectable that was in the summer, it was foggy one morning, but then it just opened out. It was really hot.
Yeah, but we were right on the river there, weren't we? So it was all the river mist.
Yeah.
Niall went paddleboarding, didn't he? If I remember.
Yeah,
right.
I went with him and lost him, and just ended up getting lost myself for a little while, and then finding my way back.
Yeah,
Was he all right?
People decided it was so hot they were going to go swimming in the Thames, and one of them nearly drowned.
Oh dear! I think I saw Dave doing mouth to mouth on him.
No, he wasn't.
Someone.
It wasn't him drowning. That was just in the town.
He wasn't near a river though. He was more near the beer tent, but I don't know. And that was at night. But anyway, we move on.
And that was Dan Spencer. Right, Mark, is there anything else that you want to give shout out to tonight?
No, not really. Apart from thanks everybody, and look forward to seeing you all in 3 weeks' time tomorrow. Pretty much.
It's mental. It is mental.
Aaron, you want to say? Oh, did I mention the token hunt?
Oh, sorry. I thought she said naked detecting then.
No, we mentioned the naked detecting, but apparently I've got a token hunt. There you go. Token hunt. Anything else? Apparently, if anybody's very well endowed, the naked detecting is free. I think Karen just wants to see their cocks, basically.
So I've got to pay about 400 quid.
Yeah. Won't go there.
I do a charity thing, raise £400 for Dave to naked detect. Charity? Yeah, today.
See the tokens.
Oh.
Are they what have they got on them?
Hold on.
Detectable 2022.
Ooh.
These. There'll be 100 of them out there with wicked. Well, of course, there are going to be prizes, isn't there? You know what I mean? There's no point finding a token just to keep. And then this
I don't
year,
know. I'd like one of them to keep. Oh.
And
everyone gets that in a goodie bag, don't they?
Yeah, they get one of them in a goodie bag. There'll be some interest. Yeah, Karen, I'm going to frisbee it back at you. Oh, that was crap. Oh no, it wasn't that bad. There'll be some interesting news about certain things as well that might be announced at this detectival, but we'll keep you all posted. If not, you might want to get me back on the show at some point so I can fill you all in on it.
We certainly will. Give it a couple of weeks after the show and we'll get you on there.
Yeah.
Sorry, a couple of weeks after detectable when you've
calmed
down and slept.
That might be enough.
Marvellous.
To tell you all what's happening, all the exciting news. Karen, is there anything? Love you lot. Buy your tickets before they sold out, she said.
You've got 3 weeks.
Just those who aren't very clever, how did they buy tickets, Mark?
Just go on the website, click.
Which is
www.detectival.com.
Some people have, and if not, fax you their name and details or send a stamped addressed envelope. That's
or just Karen with stupid questions.
Yeah,
just do that anyway. Laugh.
Yeah,
I like stupid questions.
Stupid questions. It makes her day.
What we should have done if I had a stupid question for Karen competition.
Well, it's never too late. What's the stupidest question you've had this year so far? She's thinking about the stupidest question she has had so far this year.
Do I have to?
Hang on. Probably. Oh, she's
run
running
away.
she looks rough from work. No, she looks lovely. They all saw you ironing. Anyway.
Karen all looks lovely. We saw her before.
Yeah,
exactly.
hope she's got the ironing done.
Yeah.
Stupidest question was probably, I noticed the camping tickets are sold out. So how
Can you hear her?
Purchase one?
Can you hear her?
Yeah.
Right. What was that?
The stupidest question was probably when someone emailed saying that they've seen that the camping tickets are now sold out. So how do they purchase one?
Yeah, there you go. Stupidest question. How do I purchase a sold out camping ticket?
Hold on. It's coming to me. Coming. Twat.
Oh, they can't because they've sold out.
See, Adrian got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Took me a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my email. But no.
But if anybody wants to send Karen a stupid email question, then
Adrian can sleep with Dave. It's fine.
then do it at info@detectival.com. She'll be pleased to receive any.
Hold on, let me just go on my emails.
Mark.
Yeah.
The gentleman who asked Karen that question's in the chat, Owen Bailey.
Was it inward?
So, well, he said he did ask that question. So
Yeah, but
maybe
you said that as well.
Yeah, well, we both did. Yeah, so it's we're all So, yeah. So we are the biggest metal detecting show in the world. So we do have.
Well, that happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
We should give Owen a prize if he's coming for the stupidest question that Karen received.
I like that actually. Yeah.
Give him one of them pre-doctored Nocta Macro t-shirts when it's got Nocta Macro on it.
No, give him a ticket from last year.
Give him a camping ticket from last year.
Sorry.
Right, Mark, Karen, it's been an absolute pleasure as ever. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Next week, we are joined by the Argent family YouTube channel, the Argent Detectorist, I think they're called, YouTube channel. Following week, should be live if we've got reception from the Rodney Cook Memorial Rally, because Gary said so. The week after that, I'll be going down to Detectable about 4 a.m. As I don't mind you, I have to go at 3 a.m. It's getting further and further away, that place. So I don't know who's on that week. And then the week after that, we've got Adam Staples with some big news.
Oh, yeah. I know what that is. We like Adam. Yeah. Oh, next year, we got Spring Detectable, but I might as well tell you now, we've got Spring Detectable at a nice new location. And we got next September as well at a nice new location.
Right. Can we have it in Wales, please, so it's close to me for a change?
Well, we might end up doing a summer one in Wales at some point. But
ooh, I like that.
I'll tell you all about the other news first before we even get that far to talk about next year's Detectables and possible Walesy ones.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. Should be
Good
fun.
stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for coming on, Mark.
Yes, thanks a bunch, Mark. And we will see you, if not before, in 3 weeks. And we will see everybody else next week. Delightful week. Get out metal detecting. If you're at the Midland Detecting Days weekend or this weekend, we shall see you there. Ta-ta, y'all.
Take care.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Karen.
Bye.